Relax your mind and relax your breathing. Let everything to settle down itself. And if it is possible, gently close your eyes, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. So, dear Dhamma friends, in this meditation session, we're going to practice tranquility meditation and vipassana meditation. So, in tranquility meditation, we observe our inhalation and exhalation. So, when you observe inhalation, exhalation, keep focus your mind in front of your nose and your upper lip area and allow inhalation, exhalation to happen itself. And don't interfere with it. Just recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. And also, if your mind go here and there, you no need to worry about thinking about it. Just again and again keep focus to the inhalation, exhalation, and try to stay calm, because the mind doesn't have any kind of pattern or the methods. It just always follow whatever available in that very moment. So if your intention is towards the inhalation, exhalation, little by little, the mind start to follow that. So another thing is, we have inner nature always to do something. But when it comes to tranquility meditation, we stop this doing part and just observe and recognize. Recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. And when the mind settles down with it, little bit bring more attention and follow the entire continuation of the inhalation, exhalation. Knowingly, this is the beginning, this is the middle, and this is the end. And from there, when the mind little settle down more, and you see some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. So this always it's there. Only thing, maybe this is the first time you experience it. So just accept it. And whatever the experience, and don't mix it, and don't try to repeat your whatever past memories, and always take each and every moment as a new moment and stay in that very moment. So once the mind settle down like that way, we go to vipassana level of observation. So in the vipassana level, we observe the sensation in our body, in the surface level. So whatever the sensation arise in your body, just recognize, and you will see, and place to place, the sensation, sometimes it's different. Now, whatever the sensation arise in your face, not going to be the same like in your shoulder, and in your back, and in your feet, So each and every place is kind of like has a character. Each and every place has a different kind of nature. So observe it deeply and remember not to interfere with any sensation or any feelings. Just allow it to happen. And when you observe this way, you recognize this inhalation happen itself, and it will, the feelings arise itself and it disappear itself. And so if you able to get and see that very clearly, that itself giving you kind of like a wisdom, because always most of our life go with the feelings. So if you know how the feelings change moment by moment, and you're not going to worry about it, or you're not going to go behind it, so itself that change will help you to recognize and release the desire. So once you get out of the desire or the becoming nature, and there is no anger or no resistance, once there is no resistance, there is no any kind of becoming nature to go towards anything. So in that very moment, it will help you to calm down and relax and be comfortable with the moment. So that's how this go. Another thing is, sometimes some inhalation, some feelings that have, when it happen itself, it trigger or it ignite or it bring the past memories. So when you aware, when you see that itself, it will help you to get out of it. So otherwise, in the vipassana level, only use the seeing, recognizing, analyzing as tool. Otherwise, not suppressing or not push down or not resistance that with your thoughts. Remember that. And don't resist any thoughts. Just see it, whatever you see, and seeing itself become the solution for everything. So that is the very nature of the vipassana. Another thing is, sometimes deeply, some thoughts can involving with the feelings also. Some feelings become pleasant, unpleasant. So like that way. So if you able to see that, and that everything will help you to bring your awareness to a neutral moment. So with that, moment by moment, just see how things arising and changing, arising and changing. So stay with that again and again. So let's practice a little bit and settle down yourself, and your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. And bring your attention to your body and observe head to toes yourself and say Supatveva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. And take a moment and think, we gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment, with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime, and detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your body. So let your whole body to settle down. And bring your attention in front of your nose and your upper lip area. And deeply and gently, breathe out 3 times. And find the sensation, please. And follow the sensation of your inhalation, exhalation. Just recognizing this is rising, this is falling. Also follow the entire continuation of the inhalation and exhalation. You may see some inhalation become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold. Just accept it and recognize. Bring your attention to your body and observe the sensation arise in your skin. To see how it change. Don't stay in one place too long. Bring your attention to your inhalation, exhalation, and stay a little bit. Follow on your inhalation, exhalation. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also, as far as we can through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe, and may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside, to your left side, and to your right side. Downward and upward. To all six directions at once, like the moon, the sun. Spread the light, spread the energy without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest. Wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, dear Dhamma friends, our mind always like to see the beauty. So when you experience the beauty, have you ever thought what you really experiencing? Because whatever we experience in our mind, we need to have the name and form. So that name and form mostly come as a result of our collective memory. So in conventional life, in conventional mind, we always go with the experience. So the experience means mostly you trust, you keep the trust, and you deposit your thoughts related with whatever happened in the past. So that is what experience in conventional life. So if you use the experience to see the beauty in this moment, you will never see the beauty. So when it comes to vipassana level of experience, that experience mean in whatever happening in this very moment, whatever that the go through, while when you hear, when you see, when you smell, when you taste, in that very moment, the process is called experience. But in conventional life, it is totally different. In conventional life, experience means all the deposit memory, whatever we have. But if you have the deposit memory, and if you use that deposit memory to the moment, whatever you're going to experience, it's not going to become experience. So when you see a flower, or when you see the landscape, when you say it is beautiful, have you ever questioned yourself what it means, from where that beauty arises? So when you say something, this is beautiful, have you ever thought what is the process of that beauty? So because in the vipassana level of each and every moment, whatever you experience, that is the highest of the beauty. And the real beauty is in the moment, that what you experience, in that the process of the experience, if you able to see, that is the beauty. But mostly in conventional life, we take the beauty as maybe the reference, or maybe the history, maybe the character, or maybe the cultured ideas, we take as the beauty. And that beauty has power to regenerate, rebuild the same beauty. So that belongs to the samsara. And so that beauty is kind of like a net, or the cage or it's kind of like a trap for the mind. But when it comes to the vipassana level of the beauty, it always uplift you, transform you, and it brings the higher level of experience moment by moment, moment by moment. But in day-to-day life as ordinary people, everybody like the beauty, but as in the conventional life and in the eternal level, as example that enlightened masters, they also see the beauty, but it is completely different than the beauty that we see. So then in day-to-day life, so whatever the beauty that you see, you have a great opportunity if you able to transform it to higher level of experience rather than repetition of the memory. So then in the moment because everywhere we see the beauty, we cannot escape from that. So then rather than developing or deposit the memory, if you use that experience to transform you, you have greater opportunity to get into a higher level of life. In spiritually, deeper level, you can transform your life to a different angle. So in the meditation, that is what little by little, you gain. So in that journey, the main important thing, whatever you experience in that very moment, you have to rescue your mind. You have to separate your mind from the name and the form, which whatever related to the history. So when you see a flower, if you able to release the mind from the past experience or the names and the form related with the history or deposit memory, in that very moment, whatever you see as flower, you're going to see the real beauty of that flower. Otherwise, you just repeat the memory. So even when it comes to the life, also same. So when it comes to the people, also same. So if you say your husband is handsome or wife is beautiful or the pretty or the children beautiful, so what do you mean by that? If you look very carefully, that always has power to deposit the memory. Even ourselves, when it comes to the deeper level of understanding, that we are more related to ourselves and carry the self-image. We have deeper attachment, and you see everywhere. And even that during this pandemic time, everybody so crazy go to the salon, beauty shop, beauty parlor. Why is that? And it's kind of like risking their life, because the self-image is that much stronger. It ready to go through any kind of difficulty to keep it. So it is a kind of like the strong current. So we cannot get out of it because that current inherent, and we cannot criticize that. Why? Because that current itself has power to take you to enlightenment. So only thing is that having that current is good, So if you able to see in a conventional life, if you able to see the beauty, that is good. So whatever you see beautiful, you have a greater opportunity to attain to enlightenment than whoever see the ugliness. So only thing is how you have to, rather than deposit it in you as a memory, how you can transform that current to get into a better place. So the most greatest way to experience the beauty is seeing the change. If you able to see the change in that very moment, that your mind start to get out of the depositing it, and it will help you to experience that very clearly and without any kind of desire or without any kind of attachment or without any kind of grasping, holding. Because once you hold, you get out, you are not experiencing it. Once you have the collective memory, you are not experiencing something. So then you're not going to see the beauty. So then remember, deeper level, there is a beauty that not in the conventional level, whatever we see in this outside world. There is a deeper level of beauty that you can experience if you little bit go beyond that. How? Seeing the change. So when you see something beautiful, appreciate it. But at the same time, rather than deposit it or hold it or grasping it, just little bit put attention and see the change. And that is the way conventional beauty that you can transform and experience kind of like a vipassana level of beauty. But if you settle down with it and hold it, and then it become kind of like a conventional memory. So once the beauty become conventional, it always bring the fear, unsatisfaction, sadness, worry, jealousy. So this kind of things. And it all belong to samsara. It all has power to bring something else. It's like a package. But at the same time, whatever the beauty that you see, in that beauty, if you able to see the change, and that will transform you to higher level of experience. And that is the vipassana level of experience. So for that, I tell you a story. In the deeper middle of the jungle, there was a monk practicing meditation in a cave. So then suddenly one day, group of thieves appeared, and 500 thieves. And the leader came and bowed to the monk, and this thief had start to have a conversation with the monk and asked, so, Venerable Sir, how long you practice here now? How long you live here? So the monk told, I now almost like 5 years here practicing meditation. So then the thief, the leader of the thief asked, do you attain to any kind of like a result practicing the meditation? The monk told, some days, I get into tranquility state. Some days it's normal. Some days I keep trying, but still I didn't attain to any kind of absorption or any kind of high mental powers. So see this, the thief and the monk having conversation. So while other 500, that the thieves having rest in the middle of the jungle. So then this thief told, why I asked, because 6 years back, I was a monk in the same place in this cave. I used to practice here meditation. And then what happened? And why I used to practice meditation, and even I used to get into the samadhi or the tranquility state, the first absorption, second absorption, third absorption. Even I had the power to attend to the fourth absorption. And then what happened one day? I heard the sound, somebody walking. And I opened eyes and I saw there was a beautiful woman just passed by. Just I saw it, that's it. And then I start to look, I couldn't find her. So from that day when I close my eyes, it's kind of like hitting the thunder, and my entire body, my whole mind, and stuck with that the sign I saw, the beauty with that woman. And then after a few days, I decided to go to the village and look for this woman. So then he came out of the jungle and started to look for this woman. Now he get out of the jungle and start to go and look for the woman, and with the robe, he cannot do that. He cannot ask the information about the woman. And because then the people get disappointed. So what he did, he distrobed himself. And he put all the robes, and then he just put the like a layperson ordinary garments, and then start to go to village. And now he go place to place asking about this woman. And he had a strong desire to find her. So then what happened? He was so hungry, and he didn't have any money because he didn't work. He didn't have any money himself. So then there was a house he saw, and no one was inside the house, and he entered to the house. And he found some food and start to eat. And then the next day, and so now he start to stealing food and eating. This became kind of like normal to him. So few days he went, he couldn't find. Now he became more comfortable without doing any work, any labor. So whatever the house, if there are no people, he enter from the back, and then whatever they are, he eat. Now little by little, he start to eat. And then he thought, oh, if there are more food, he thought, oh, this food good for me on the way. Why maybe tomorrow if I didn't find any food. So then what he did, he ate, and some food he start to take with him. That means he's stealing. So little by little, then what happened? This became a habit. So now he became a thief. And then he told Venerable Sir, then later what happened? I became a thief. This all my followers, 500 thieves. So with him. So that's why I told. And then later, I understood. And it was not the real woman that I saw. It is my own mind. But in that moment, I was so late. So then he told to that monk, so that's why even you attain to the fourth absorption. So whatever the beauty, if you don't see the change inside the beauty, sometimes our deposit memory, defilement, mental formation has power to, when the mind completely relaxes, and when you are in the deep samadhi, it has power to to kind of like project inside you, that in front of you, like something real. It's like you having a daytime dream. So that is the danger with the mind. So whatever it is, even the beauty or the ugly or anything inside our mind, and sometimes it has power to show it as a real, kind of like appear in front of us. It is a kind of like a mirage, but we don't see it as a mirage. So whatever the names and forms that we collected as memory, and may you start to maybe see things, and then you follow it as a kind of like a real. So that then he mentioned to the monk. So that's why I telling you, if you don't attain to the enlightenment, or if you don't see the impermanent within the mind, remember, it always you are in danger. Why? Because it always has power to take you to the sansara. So the monk heard that, and then from that day, non-stop, with the great effort, he started to practice meditation deeply, deeply, deeply. Even he attained to the tranquility state, and he recognized the impermanence of that. And he attained to the first absorption. He saw the impermanence of that. Second absorption, third absorption, and the fourth absorption, he recognized the impermanence of that. So in the Vipassana level, that is the Buddha's teaching that always see. So whatever you see, whatever you experience, nothing wrong with it. You cannot deny, you cannot escape from that. But the thing is, that experience can become your samsara if you don't see the change or the impermanent. But whatever the experience that you have, it become a great opportunity for you to experience it. That's why if you have any disability by birth with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, or the mind, you cannot attain to the enlightenment. Because you have to completely have this all your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind work perfectly. So then that means this experience very need. But the thing is, if you don't develop your mind to go further a little bit beyond your deposit memory, break down it and separate your mind from all the experience that you go through related to the past or related to the name and the forms that you collected already or you know already, and experienced in the very moment, that's called the clear perception, direct perception, sati sampajanna, clear comprehension. In this very moment, what you experience is the real experience. If you able to see that, that is the moment you see the real beauty. So in that real beauty, you always see the change. And that real beauty never take you to the samsara, because it never take you to the danger. That is why it is beautiful. But if you see something, this is the thing. Just imagine, if you see this pen and you see, oh, this is so beautiful. But if this take you to the samsara, do you think this is beautiful? No, because tomorrow you don't know. This may be develop the jealousy, hatred, anger, and maybe you can become a murderer because you attach to this. It happen everywhere. So the beauty that you see, if we take you to the prison, or the beauty that you see take you to the great suffering, it is not beauty. So the beauty itself should bring the happiness and the satisfaction and the joy and the security. So then in day-to-day life, what we see as beauty, it always emotions based, and it always related to the deposit memory, and it always related to the conventional life, and it always take you to the jealousy, anger, hatred, and danger. So then how it can become beautiful? Just imagine yourself, when you say something beautiful, oh, this is so beautiful. If it is beautiful, the end should be nice, but the end result is dangerous. It is not a beauty, it is a trap. So then, but we cannot deny, so your own experience can take this anything to transform you to the liberation, or your own experience can take you to the samsara. So the vipassana is the key that you can decide if you want to get into the liberation, how you can use this. So always remember, so whatever the beauty that you see, if you see the change within that beauty, it's not going to become a deposit memory. So then it's not going to become danger. That in that very moment, what you experience, that itself bring the peace, happiness, tranquility state to you, and it liberate you. But at the same time, remember, whatever you experience with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, if you don't see the change, if it is become a memory, if it is has power to remind yourself, review yourself, and if it is has power to grasping or the holding it itself, that you are the one who create that beauty as a danger. So nothing wrong with the world. Nate kama yani chitrani loke. It is nothing wrong with the world or outside. It is that your choice, the way you experience, going to decide. It's a beautiful thing or it is going to become a danger for you. So then just be aware in day-to-day life. And at the same time, when you have opportunity, always remember, just having tranquility state doesn't mean you get out of the danger. It take only one moment maybe to get back to the samsara. Like that, the monk became a thief. So then yourself, when you have the opportunity, always remember, do your best, and as soon as possible, try to transform your mind to a higher level. And that way, you will not going to get into this emotional tsunami. So as example, when the tsunami comes, what it say, run to a higher place. So like that, in this deeper inside us, this all the beauty can, the conventional beauty can create kind of like a tsunami. But if you able to run to a higher place when you experience that, rather than deposit it, hold it, grasping it, settle down with it, and seeing the change and transform yourself to a higher place, you are going to be protected. So with that, I bless upon everyone with this good practice. May all of you be well, happy and peaceful. May no harm come to you. May no difficulties come to you. May no problems come to you. May you also have the patience, courage, understanding and determination to meet and overcome inevitable difficulties in your life. During this time period, may everyone stay healthy and safe. And finally, may all of you attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sabbityo vajjantu sabbarogo vinassatu mate bhavatantarayo sukhi digayuko bhava. Ettavata cammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Idamme punya kammang asavakkayavang hotu. Sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.